So Google just released a new feature inside their beta version of CourseKit that I want to show you, and it's called Originality Report. What the Originality Report is going to do is it's basically a plagiarism checker. So first I'm going to show you how to add an assignment that has this feature in it. So click on Assignment inside Canvas, and I'm going to call it Originality Report. And you can see I've already done it once, so I'm just going to add that Originality Report 2. Please do your paper. Down here, I'm going to make sure the points say 100, and this number has to match what you're going to see in a minute in CourseKit. Come down to External Tool, grab an external tool, click on Find. You're going to see two different Google types of assignments. The first one is called Cloud Assignment. That is not the one we're doing. We're going to grab CourseKit. Right now it's called Google CourseKit Assignment. I think they might be changing this name to just Google Assignment, but this is its name as of today. And what this allows you to do is to create an assignment inside CourseKit and link it out to maybe an existing template you have. So I'm going to add 100 points because, again, this point number and the one in Canvas have to match. I'll say it's due tomorrow. And then I'm going to force a template to all of my students, much like you used to see in Google Classroom. And so I have a template here that I'm going to add. And then click Create. So what this will do is force a copy for every kid, and that document will show up for them when they go to the assignment. Make sure you save and publish. So now this assignment is ready to go for my students. So I'm going to switch over here to my student view. So as a student that is enrolled into this course, I'm now going to click on the name of the assignment. And it's going to take it a second to load. It's going to load it here in CourseKit. And here is my template. Now, one of the nice things that CourseKit does, the name of my account is First Go ISD Secondary DLC. It will put your students' names here that it pulls straight from Google. So they get the name put on their paper, all done by the CourseKit. So now say Open in CourseKit. And here is their document. Now notice here there's a Check Originality button. This is the feature that's going to check for plagiarism. But first, we need to plagiarize. So this is a template that I forced a copy of all my kids. So I'm going to start my paper. And I'm going to head out here to, sorry about the ad, SparkNotes. And I am going to plagiarize a couple of paragraphs. That looks pretty good. And I'm going to throw those right into my paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change some of the words. So Old Major was a prize-winning boar. No, he was a horse. And let's see, beasts of, let's say, Sweden. I don't know. Let me take out Mr. Jones and say Mrs. Smith. And they were in a race running him off the land. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really matter. And I will work harder. I will work slower. And so on and so forth. So I'm done with my paper. I've done some plagiarism. Now I'm going to come back here and I'm going to click on Check Originality. I can only check for originality 3 times as a student per assignment. Not sure why Google put that restriction on, but they did. So let's go ahead and click on Check. So it's going to take it a little while to go out to the internet and see what it can find that it thinks matches the text that I have just stolen. So let's give it a minute here to work. Okay, it came back and it says, here's your originality report. Now I cut some of that time out of the video, just not to bore you, but it says, okay, I have 2 flagged passages. It's going to look at each passage one at a time. So here's the first one it's looking at, and you'll see that it's highlighted the whole thing in yellow because here's the passage it's comparing it to. Notice that the word horse and Sweden were the words that I typed in, and it recognized that those used to be Boer and England. If you say down here, go to the second passage, now it's going to look at this highlighted area, and it says those were a match. All of the text is bold in both. So the kids can see what their plagiarism is like, but so can the teachers. So I'm going to back out here as a kid. If I want to open up my paper again and keep typing, and again, I can check originality 3 times. But for now, I'm going to hit submit because I want to see what the teacher can see when they go to grade the paper. So let's give it a second here. It has submitted the paper. I'm going to take the student view back away, hit refresh on my teacher view, and it says I have 1 submission. And again, I'm going to open that up in CourseKit. And here's my submitted paper. Incidentally, once you submit a paper as a student, it does take away editing rights for you as well. So right now, here is my paper, and I can use all of the Google features to comment that I would normally do. But over here, I've got a couple different options. One of them, I can open this in a new window if I prefer that view. But here it says I was only 5% original. Pretty sad, but also pretty true. Click on that, it's a hyperlink. And you're going to see exactly what the kids saw. It's going to highlight the passage, and over here show you which words are different. And again, look at the second passage, and shows me that everything is exactly the same. So as a teacher, I definitely have some comments to do. If I'd like to return the paper with those comments, I can do that as well, or I can go ahead and grade that paper. Incidentally, you can also return this submission or multiple submissions if they've made multiple submissions using that little drop down. So that very quickly is the new Originality Report coming from CourseKit from the Google LTI inside of our Canvas. Thank you so much for watching today.